Jill Cravis, what a dazzling display from Coco right from the start. We mentioned the opening set was troublesome for her in her opening 5 matches. No trouble today.
No, she started so strong today. I think overall just very, very solid, and I think was just very smart with the way she went about this match. She knows how dangerous Muchova can be. Muchova was playing fantastic. Obviously, of course, took out the #1 seed in the quarterfinal, and Sabalenka backed that up great against Zhen, the home favorite. So she had been playing some fantastic tennis, but I think from the very first game we already said how much Coco started well. She served, had a very easy first service game, and that set the tone, I think, of the match, because she relies so much on the rest of her game with how well she's serving, and she started really well. But like I said, I think very smart tactically about how she went about it. Never really allowed Muchova to get aggressive in so many instances, and kind of broke down Muchova. Those are the most unforced errors I think we've seen across all her matches.
It improves to 3-0 lifetime against the Czech, does Coco Gauff. In fact, hasn't lost a set against her, and that's now her 2nd WTA 1000 title. All 3 times she's faced Karolina Muchova, she's gone on to win the title. Cincinnati last year, the U.S. Open, and now in Beijing.
I don't think Muchova is going to like that stat so much, but yeah, Coco will be feeling great about that. And obviously came in with some confidence, knowing that she had that 2-0 record against Muchova, and every match has been in straight sets. So she came in, and you could see the confidence from the start.
Well, for Coco, it's a terrific way to begin the partnership after breaking up with Brad Gilbert after 14 very successful months. She brings in Matt Daly, and she said, obviously, I'm very young. This was in her post-match interview yesterday. Said, I'm looking for someone to help me develop in the long-term process, to help make my game as complete as I can be. While she struggled in the early rounds, and to get here, boy, did she finish strong.
But huge credit to her to be able to take that on. She said she came into this tournament viewing it as almost a practice week, because she really wanted to use this tournament to work on in matches right away, the little tweaks that she's making to the serve and other areas of her game. And I mean, to be able to take that on at a big event like that, that's an amazing mentality to have.
For Coco Gauff, she becomes the 14th different champion of the China Open in 18 editions, joining the likes of players like Serena Williams, Jelena Jankovic, Victoria Azarenka, Maria Sharapova, Garbiñe Muguruza, and last year's champion Iga Swiatek. By the way, all those that I just mentioned have been #1 in the world as well. We know Coco has designs on that perhaps next season. But all in all, what a triumph for her to be able to come to Beijing for a 2nd time and run the table.
Yeah, it's just an incredible one, and just to talk about she wasn't playing her best tennis. She had spoken about that last summer too, actually leading up to her first Grand Slam ever at the U.S. Open, and I think she learned a lot from that run, just knowing that you don't have to play your best. You just gut it out, and we saw that in this event as well throughout the tournament, how much she had to grind and compete, and the numbers all in her favor. 24 winners. She was the more aggressive of the 2 players. 24 unforced errors. That's an unusual number. We're used to seeing more winners from Muchova compared to her unforced errors. So she really, you could tell how much she struggled, and the serve as well. I mean, she couldn't rely on her serve that much to get her out of trouble, Muchova.
Coco set the tone early when she won her first 12 points from the line, only committed 5 double faults. That feels good. It also is going to feel good as she moves up into the 4th position. She'll go past Paolini for the #4 spots and trying to qualify for the PIF race to the WTA finals in Riyadh. And obviously there's some technicalities here. There are a couple players that are going to qualify, be announced in the next couple of days, including most likely Barbara Krejcikova, the Wimbledon champion, if she finishes in the top 20, which seems a foregone conclusion. It's just a matter of the announcement. But there are 6 vacancies currently for the WTA finals, and Gauff in prime position at #4 by virtue of her WTA 1000 win here.
Absolute domination for Coco Gauff today in China Open final. She takes this one relatively easily against Muchova. And watching here in the United States, not in the studio today. We're in a small town in North Texas, but it's about 8 a.m. Central in the U.S. right now, and this match taking place over there in China, obviously during the nighttime, this prime time event. Muchova had a wonderful run. A very good run. She took out Sabalenka in 3 sets, and then she knocked off fan favorite Zhang, and then she plays Coco Gauff and just got absolutely demolished in this final. Maybe she just ran out of steam, But Gauff looking very, very comfortable and just really in the zone in that first set. And the Muchova made it a little bit of a match in the second set. And then to no avail, Muchova losing this one. And Gauff will definitely be in WTA finals. Muchova won't be. She hasn't played enough matches this year. As we sit here recording this, the trophy ceremony is going on, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch that too. Always happy to see these players give their gratitude to the fans, to the ball girls, ball people. Obviously, a lot of people in the crowd supporting these two players, especially their teams in the crowd, and just a lot of fun to see. Interestingly enough, I believe Gauff plays either tomorrow or Tuesday, so she's just going to stay right there in the China Open, go into another WTA 1000 event, which is the Muchova Open, and I think she plays on Tuesday, or if not on Wednesday, because she has a bye in that draw. That draw just came out, I believe, yesterday or 2 days ago. So sticking over there in China, and then I guess after that, all these players will be headed over probably to WTA finals. Most of them will, at least. There might be a 500 WTA event before November, but correct me if I'm wrong. I believe WTA finals is in Saudi Arabia. The last I read, I haven't checked on it in a while, so you never know where these WTA finals, what country they're going to put it in. But it's going to be in the Middle East. That's going to be super interesting, especially, quite frankly, out of all the things that are going on in WTA in that part of the world. So we'll see if we can get some safe tennis going on in there. But Saudi Arabia seems to be untouched with all the turmoil going on in that part of the world. But yeah, Gauff wins this one. There was a lot of fun moments in these matches in the China Open. It was a little hard for me on a personal note to watch these matches because we have to work all day and wake up early, and a lot of these matches were 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So if you're watching your tennis analysis here on Best Muscle Video on YouTube, thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. I know you have a lot of options where you can watch your tennis analysis, so thank you so much for keeping it here on Best Muscle Video on YouTube. Hey, there's a thanks button on the bottom right of the video player. We'll see, right would be there, I think. I always get which one's left, which one's right when the camera's pointing at me and I'm looking that way. But look on the bottom right of the video player. There's a thanks button there, right there on YouTube, on your phone or on your computer. You can send me money that way. It goes straight to the channel, keeping this channel alive. So thank you so much for your support as we are standing here super earlier in the morning on a Sunday and have to get up bright and early to go back to work pretty soon. But I definitely didn't want to miss this one. And as we stand here and watching the trophy, a very big gold trophy, wow, is being walked out onto the court. China Open, quite frankly, anything professional sports, the Olympics, anything professional sports in China, they always do it up and do a really good job. And any WTA 1000 event usually is done very well. Not quite like China, but very well in all parts of the world. So this tournament had everyone, really. Every big name, big player. Of course, our beloved, and we'll end on this, our beloved Iga Swiatek has let go of her coach, which was a really big surprise for a lot of people. She is not with him. She withdrew from the China Open. She's withdrawn from the Muchova Open, which starts this upcoming week, and we should see her probably in WTA finals with the new coach. So it'll be interesting to see what coach that will be. Very interesting turn of events for a few players, including Rybakina, on changing coaches. Even Coco Gauff recently changed her coach. She split with Brad Gilbert, who I always think of as Andre Agassi's former coach. So a lot of fun, a lot of things to see. I'm going to hop off camera and watch the rest of this trophy ceremony, which is just now getting started between Muchova and Gauff. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it here. And yeah, this China Open final and event is over, and I can't wait for it to start again next year. Keep it here at Muchova Open and WTA finals for the rest of this year. Best Muscle Video on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.